Welcome back, everyone, to episode 11 of the United States series. And last episode, we struck a deal with Ukraine to be able to build 3 military bases to deal with the East Donbass rebels. So that's what we're going to do on this episode. Is now we're going to construct an Air Force base. And we're also going to build an anti-aircraft missile silo. So we're going to build that. Going to build that right there. And then so these rank 1 tanks are completely obsolete. So we're going to get rid of 835 of them. And then we're going to increase our missile production by roughly about 200. It's going to cost us 61 million.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
The vote was held. Unfortunately, the reform didn't pass.
Okay, and we also need to address our energy sector. So hydraulic energy, let's see. That's going to be too much. Alright, so let's see if we can nationalize biomass. So that's going to be 57 billion. So we're going to nationalize that. And well, let's see what else we can do here. So what about geothermal? Sure, we could do geothermal also.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words of encouragement before the national team's departure would surely galvanize the troops. Do you agree?
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center. According to my calculations, the informational gain, in geopolitical terms, could be close to 2.73 on Sachs graphic. Our agent also allows us to anticipate and therefore counterattack their terrorist projects. You can decide to dismantle this organization, but the more an agent remains infiltrated, the more information can be obtained, and the more effective a future dismantling could be. Do you wish to carry out the dismantling attempt now?
Alright, we'll keep them infiltrated. Alright, and also, let's go ahead and start the naval base in Taiwan. So we'll put that right about there.
The competition will begin in a week. All our athletes are in top form. Our objective clearly is to take places on the podium, indeed, to reach first place.
Okay, which country? Norway. So we'll go ahead and meet with her. And we also want to strengthen our cybersecurity. So that
Our
should
best coders are working around the clock. They will be working closely with manufacturers and national operators. I will get back to you when the networks are undergoing beta testing.
So we also want to deal with a few things in so hydraulic electricity. We're going to exonerate that. And biomass, we're going to exonerate that also. Okay, and then farming. Going to exonerate cereals and vegetables. And let's see what we can do with inflation. So it's starting to taper off a little bit. Now let's go back to nuclear energy, and we're going to hire another 10,000 workers. And also, to be able to deal with the threats in Russia and China, going to nationalize tanks. Which is only going to cost us $2.6 billion. Let's see. Okay, no, we're going to refuse Russia for
The bill
now.
has been voted on and the law has been passed.
The state must be able to commit itself to support activities at the confluence of strategic and economic imperatives, because it is our duty to ensure access to resources and services that every citizen is naturally entitled to. My project of nationalization will be presented without delay.
Okay, and now we're going to bump up a fight against terrorism. And let's try to hire some more cyber analysts. All right, and let's look at our so we're going to increase Ukraine to about 250. Then we're all right, so we need to deal with Syria also. So we're going to dismantle the terrorist groups there. since Russia has some influence over them as well.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted to see you in order to submit this.
Okay, they want us to purchase sodas, but we're already meeting our demand with our own production, so I'm gonna refuse that.
I'd be happy to. Sure.
Alright, so our deficit is going down. Alright, but it's starting to go back up again, so let's negotiate our interest rate again. And Russia. Brazil. And Switzerland. Alright, so we already have Taiwan, so let's see if we can meet with Indonesia and see if we could get a few military bases built there too, to put more pressure on China.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so I'm going to imagine that was the energy sectors, and it was. So let's bump that up to 15,000. Let's look at it. Let's look at the salary. Let's just bring that up by 1,000. Then geothermal. We'll bump that up to 10,000. And let's see, fuel. Let's go ahead and exonerate fuel.
The members of this organization are in no way involved in the
Alright, and let's take a look at our energy. Let's look at oil and see how we're doing with that. It's still 16, so you have a few more wells that's being built. Alright, so we have 45 terawatts as a surplus. So we're gonna have to build a couple more. there. Build one there. Alright, so I'm going to stop at 25.
Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero. Ignition.
Alright, so this looks like a successful launch. Alright, let's build our one last nuclear plant. Okay.
Do you think it's reasonable?
Okay. Alright, so that was accepted. Alright, so still have a ways to go.
Our country is...
So we'll try with them later.
The bill has been voted on, but unfortunately, the law has not been passed.
Okay, so I think that was the agricultural. Yeah, it was. Alright, so I'm gonna try a reform then. Oh no, that's gonna be too much. Alright, so I'll just leave that the way it is.
Undeniably, you have inside you the founding values of society, such as love for family.
Many people are left in the streets. It is absolutely necessary to do something.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may, a few words of encouragement before the national team's departure, which sure...
Alright, so... let's see if we can... Okay, so we'll do that. The 15 billion. Okay, so that's gonna pass, and gonna have to increase. Alright, so that's not gonna work. No, we're gonna leave Afghanistan alone.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way the country trusts you moves me, and I am happy to work with you now and undoubtedly for many years to come.
The competition will begin in a week. All our athletes are in top form.
Okay.
And then, let's not forget that our runner has always publicly supported your policies, and that's good for your image.
Okay.
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Okay. Alright, so we need to do something with industry now. Combat robots. Let's go ahead and nationalize that. Alright, so let's go to the... Alright, so who's against it? Let's go to the Senate. Let's sit with both of them. Try to push that through.
Our agent's assessment is that there is a definite risk of him being spotted.
Alright, so we get to take out the Italian mafia then. Alright, so growth is hanging around 10%. Alright, so how's our unemployment looking? So 4.29, so we can take back some money for unemployment checks. And we'll invest that into gender equality. And let's see. Fuel cell batteries. Alright, so I can't reduce the price. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, so need more paper. So let's exonerate them. Let's put that to a halt. And let's go to timber. Let's exonerate the timber industry.
I'd be happy to. It's very kind of you.
We can't get him to...
You're not bad yourself.
Alright. Alright, so...
Huh, that's not...
There's nothing about the combat robots, so... This didn't go the way I planned.
That's really kind of you.
And we'll just end that. Alright, so it doesn't look like that's gonna really go through for us. So let's invest 500 million. Oh. Oh. Alright, so that worked out better anyway. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this episode. So, our economy is doing a little bit better. Growth is good. Maybe a little bit too strong. And inflation is still going up. But we have to deal with our energy production shortage. So, we'll see what happens next episode. So in the meantime, thanks for your support. Please click the like, please subscribe, and I will see you soon.